Hey, so in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I was able to save $15,000 over the past 5 months. I really didn't make any major life changes. I just implemented a few tactics into my everyday life that was able to help me accomplish this. Now, I know this isn't a ton of money in regards to the whole scheme of everything, but an extra $15,000 without drastically making any super big changes to my life is a pretty good number, and I think for most people, they would be happy with saving that same amount over a pretty brief and short period of time. And according to various different studies, the average American household only has about $8,863 tucked away in savings. Now, income and age definitely play a role in how much this number is going to be, but on average in America, the average household, a family household, has about $8,863 in savings, and according to about the $76,000 income level for each household in America on average, this is only really, guys, like 2 months of savings worth of income, which I think can potentially be pretty dangerous, especially if you guys have a family, kids to take care of. So when I saw those numbers, it really shocked me and kind of put some fear that, hey man, the average person only has about 2 months of savings. The average household only has about 2 months of savings. And what if something bad were to happen? What if just some type of, you maybe got in a car wreck or just some type of thing unexpected in life, your car failed, something like that, that's gonna eat away at that, 2 month savings very quickly. So I wanted to make this video kind of sharing some tips and tricks with you guys, hopefully help you guys save some more money going forward in the future and not just totally kill your lifestyle. So let's get right on into the first tip. The first tip I have is, you guys need to be setting a goal for why are you saving in the first place. We don't go into the gym with a goal of just going to the gym, right? Most of us going to the gym want to get in better shape. So you guys kind of have to apply the same type of theme to saving money. What is your goal? Do you guys want to have a better retirement? Do you want to increase your savings account for an emergency? Do you guys want to save for a 401k so it can invest and compound over long periods of time? Maybe you want to save for a down payment on an investment property. So make sure you guys are having clear goals with your savings, and don't just go and say, hey, I'm gonna start saving some money, but don't have a set plan or a set reason, because 9 times out of 10, if you don't have a goal in mind or an end goal, you're not going to continue to be consistent with your saving habits, and you might do it for a couple of months, but like everyone knows, New Year's resolutions don't last that long because most of them are just based around kind of fun stuff to do. Get serious about saving your money, set goals for your future, and really paint a picture, have a vision board. Write down your goals. This is what I want to save for. This is my future 5-year plan, 10-year plan, 20-year plan down the road, and it's going to be a lot more motivating for you guys to stay consistent with your spending habits and consistently keep implementing these tips I'm going to show you so you guys can consistently keep saving more money and compounding it into the future. So the next big tip I have for you guys is kind of treating your income like a business, right? Myself personally, I run a few different businesses, and on a monthly basis, I'm always checking my expenses, I'm checking my income, I'm checking my cash flow, and just really breaking down the numbers. So I think if you guys apply the same type of business mindset, just even if you have an everyday job, what am I spending on groceries per month? What am I spending on rent? What are my average utilities? Am I spending money on cable, phone bill, car insurance? How much money is coming in every month? How much am I spending on fun, going out to eat, going to the clubs with friends, maybe going to a movie? So making sure you're documenting each and every step of your income and where the money is getting allocated to is going to really help you guys frame out a very good game plan for saving money in the future. And the reason this is so powerful is when you actually write down your expenses, you go into your bank account from the previous month and see, what am I spending money on a daily basis? It becomes very, very easy to start saying, hey, I'm going to cut out some of the stuff that I really didn't need to spend money on. Maybe I'm spending money, getting an energy drink every morning or going fast food every day. You're going to be able to lay all your expenses out and say, hey, what's the least on my priority list? Okay, what can I cut out and it's really not going to have that big effect on my everyday life? So that's where you guys are going to want to start breaking down your expenses, breaking down your income, seeing where each expense is getting allocated, and then going from there. And again, you guys don't really want to just totally kill your whole lifestyle just trying to save money, but being able to look at a spreadsheet, look at it on paper, see what you don't really need, and being able to cut that out is going to really help your guys' game plan going forward and trying to save money. The next tip I have is finding some sort of an investment account. Maybe it's a 401k, an IRA that will automatically withdraw money monthly from your bank account to put into one of these savings accounts. And this is super awesome because as long as you're not trying to force so much money into these accounts, if it's a few $100 a month, typically it kind of goes unnoticed. I know in the past I have a Roth IRA, and every single month they are taking a little bit of money out of my bank account, putting it in there. It's growing every month, and I don't really even notice that it's gone. You can even have separate bank accounts that will automatically withdraw from maybe your checkings account every month into a separate savings account where you don't really notice that it's gone because it's almost like it was never there. It's automatically getting allocated to a different account, which makes it extremely easy to save this money. And again, with something like a Roth IRA, it doesn't have to be a crazy amount of money. I think the minimum you need is like $100, maybe $50 a month to get started. And you guys will be surprised that over a 3-4 year period, how much this money will start to build in this Roth IRA account for your future retirement. And it's almost like you never even noticed that the money was coming out of your account. So it's pretty cool. You kind of forget about it. It keeps going into your Roth IRA or a 401k, and then you can continually check on it, every 6 months, every year, see how much your money is actually growing without you guys pretty much doing anything. So this is a great way. If you guys have very bad spending habits, just act like your income is cut down a couple $100 because you already know that's automatically getting taken out for savings or your Roth IRA or 401k, and it makes it a lot easier for those of you with bad spending habits to save money, and it's kind of like you have to do it. It's a mandatory, no ifs, ands, or buts. Okay guys, the next tip on the list is going to be how you are eating, feeding yourself, food in general. A lot of people waste a ton of money on food without even really noticing. Maybe you're going out for lunch with your friends from work, or you're going to dinner with your friends on the weekend, spending 30, 40 bucks at a restaurant. And when you really break it down, if you just look at your last month's bank statement, you can see, holy crap, a lot of you guys are spending over $1,000 per month just on eating out or just bad eating habits, where if you started cooking for yourself a little bit more, making smarter decisions where you went to eat, you could really start to save a lot of money very quickly. And my favorite way of going about doing this is when you're at the grocery store. Most of these stores have coupon books or like weekly deals. Always shop around to see which places have the best deals for that week. You can save a ton of money, up to 50% on all your groceries in most cases. And also check, hey, do I really need this name brand butter or hot sauce? Can I get a generic store-bought brand, which is gonna be, half the price? Or can I save $1 here, $2 there? It all really starts to add up, especially when you guys are purchasing a lot of items at a grocery store. Saving $1 per item can save you legit like a few $100 per month. So making sure you're shopping around, making sure you're checking for other brands of the same exact product that have better deals is gonna really help you guys save. And I've kind of wrote this down in my past spending habits. I used to spend about $150 per week at the grocery store, and just by shopping generic brands against not shopping for name brands, I was able to cut that down to about $100 per week and spend on groceries, which, guys, that's $200 a month, $2,400 per year. It doesn't sound like a lot, but making that small change, I'm not sacrificing how much I'm eating or what I'm eating necessarily. I'm just sacrificing the name brand stuff that I'm eating, and I'm consistently able to save that extra $50 a week, which really starts to add up in the grand scheme of things. And the next type of items you guys are probably wasting a lot of money on is hygiene. Do you really need that expensive deodorant from Nordstrom, or do you really need the top Old Spice brand deodorant? Or could you guys go with the $1.99 deodorant versus the $5 deodorant? Or, if your hygiene, like shampoos, soap, hand soap, any type of hygiene, toilet paper, all these different types of things, you can always be looking for sales, guys. If something's 50% off for a week and it's your favorite type of deodorant, stock up, guys. that's an instant savings. If you're usually paying $5 for it, it's on sale for $2.50. You can get a 6-month supply. That is legit an instant savings off of what you would normally pay. So just implementing little kind of deal hacking tips, buying stuff at discounts is really gonna help you guys save a lot of money. It doesn't seem like a lot at the moment, but if you guys just look at your activity week after week and really start to add this stuff up, it builds up quickly. The next thing I want to talk about is transportation, right? Which kind of car do you drive? Is it sucking a lot of money out of your monthly income? Would it be cheaper? Hey, you may not have a payment right now, but you may be driving an old beat up car that you're putting money into every single month because it keeps breaking down, it guzzles gas. Would it almost be worth it to go out and maybe get a cheap, you know, $15,000, $16,000, $17,000 car, have a monthly payment? Yeah, you have a monthly payment every month, but you might be spending way more just on maintenance for the vehicle you have currently versus if you were to go out, get a reliable car. It doesn't have to be a Mercedes. It can just be a cheap, reliable car, and it's gonna save you guys money over the long run. How much are you spending on gas every week? Can you maybe, if you shop at Costco on a weekly basis, get that 10 cents off per gallon? Doesn't seem like a lot, but it starts to add up. I know a lot of grocery stores have programs where you can use points to build up discounts on gasoline as well. Tons of gas stations have point programs as well for you guys, so definitely be checking out. You may only save an extra 10, 15, 20 bucks a month on gas by doing these little things. But again, over the span of a year, that is going to add to your overall pile of savings. So being very cautious of how much money you're spending on transportation, whether that means you're just driving just to drive, can drastically increase your savings because one, gas costs a lot of money in certain states like California. Here in Arizona, it's over $3 per gallon. That adds up very quickly, especially if you have a big SUV, guzzles gas. You don't want to just be driving places just to drive. You know, maybe you want to take the bus. I'm not recommending to take the bus if you have a car, but hey, some people do it, right? And also you have to think of the maintenance on your car. If let's say you're going on a road trip, is it worth it if I can fly from here to Las Vegas for $97 round trip if I shop around for the right deal, or if I drive 6 hours each way, put all that wear and tear on my car, and down the road, you don't know the expense right now, but down the road, that expense can start to add up just for different random things to do with your vehicle. So making sure you put all these factors into play, it's gonna help you guys save a bit of money here and there. And the last thing that I think will really help you guys start to save a lot of money is finding a different source of income, whether that be starting a side hustle. Maybe you're gonna drive or do different tasks on the weekend. Maybe you're gonna ask your neighbors, hey, you're gonna get 6 different neighbors to let you mow their lawn twice a month. Finding a separate source of income and then just saving all of that income is going to help you vastly increase your savings. That is what I personally did. Here on this YouTube channel, I do earn a little bit of money from my videos. So all the money I make from my YouTube channel, I literally just put into a savings account for my future investment goals, and I live off of income I have from my personal business. Now you guys can treat this, you know, maybe you have a job, a 9 to 5, 40 hours a week. Can you be going out on the weekends for 6 hours, maybe flipping items on Craigslist, or maybe you're gonna start doing Uber or just finding a different side hustle. Maybe you wanna get a little nighttime gig serving tables at a restaurant, but just working an extra, you know, 6 to 10 hours a week. It sucks, people don't like to do it, but saving that money, if you can make an extra 200 bucks a week just from a side hustle, that's 800 bucks a month, $9,600 per year, almost 10 grand per year. That is going to significantly increase your saving habits just because you're earning more income. Now, don't make the mistake of going out there and making more money and blowing it, right? Picture your side hustle, your second source of income, strictly as a savings machine, right? All the income you are going to be making from your side hustle, second job, whatever it is, you're not gonna touch. You're gonna put it strictly into savings or investments accounts or saving for a future investment. I oftentimes see many people going out there finding a side hustle just for the purpose of buying that cool new pair of shoes or because they have a very expensive car that they can't really afford, guys. Don't be making that mistake, going out there, putting in the work to earn extra money and then blowing it on stuff that's not going to benefit you going forward in the future. And that's gonna wrap it up for this video, guys. I hope I was able to give you guys some cool ideas. Again, I'm not some financial expert or guru, but these are some simple things I implemented into my everyday life that was able to help me save at a pretty good pace of just extra income that I wasn't saving before. And I know some people are going to disagree with some of the stuff I had to say. Again, that's totally cool. This is just what I personally did in my personal life, and I wanted to share it with all of you guys to hopefully, benefit you guys going forward. Again, if you're new to the channel and you like business related content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, guys, the number one tip for saving money is to hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you guys all on the next video.